With school vacations now underway and summer officially here, we have a fitting segment to send us off on our own summer break.
Before taking on her new responsibilities as the Diocesan Director of Pastoral Ministries, Special Correspondent Sister Catherine Homrok spent the day with third graders at St. Joan of Arc St. George School in Chicopee.
She learned how the kids recently traveled to faraway places through a special school project. Here is their storybook story.
Flat Stanley's Worldwide Adventures. A letter for Stanley. George Lambchop was sitting on the kitchen table, going through the mail as his wife cooked breakfast.
It all began with the first Flat Stanley book written by children's author Jeff Brown in 1964. Since then, worldwide, children like the third graders at St. Joan of Arc St. George School in the Alden Mill section of Chicopee have been delighted with the adventures of Stanley Lambchop, the young boy who was flattened in his sleep when a large bulletin board fell on top of him during the night. With Stanley's much altered state came the surprise benefit, the ability to travel long distances more cheaply through the mail in a large envelope. Now, many classrooms around the world are engaging children in an activity called the Flat Stanley Project, which invites them to create their own Flat Stanleys and, at St. Joan St. George School, Flat Stephanies as well. As a teaching intern from the University of Albany here at the school this year, Mrs. Caitlin McCree received the approval of the principal and of the two third grade teachers, Mrs. Krapaska and Mrs. Thompson, to introduce the project to their students.
I originally had heard about the project through my uncle, who was a recipient of a Flat Stanley from a school in Tennessee. And I just went online and looked up the information, and from there, it just took off.
There is a large map on the wall of the school's first floor, which is keeping track of how far its third graders, Flat Stanleys and Stephanies, have taken off and traveled. The project has not only given these children an opportunity to journey imaginatively with their flat travelers, but is also readying them for future learning.
When Caitlin came to us with this project, we thought it was wonderful. I don't know if you realize, in the fourth grade, they have to do a state project. So we thought this was a great springboard to that. The kids couldn't wait. Some were being able to send theirs to Puerto Rico, Hawaii, even New York. Some even stayed here in Chicopee.
They went to see a movie and they put the movie tickets in here.
Victoria Gargan Stephanie was one of the visitors to Puerto Rico. There in Salinas, she was hosted by Victoria's cousin Marcos.
I enjoyed both sending it because my little cousin was really excited that he was going to be able to do it.
How important is imagination in children's lives? How important is imagination in learning? Third graders and their teachers here at St. Joan of Arc St. George School would probably say, very.
Oh, absolutely. It's how we learn from each other and share our ideas. And again, when you read what they wrote about their Flat Stanley or Flat Stephanie, it is really telling because, again, like designing their Flat Stanley or Stephanie, they have written about themselves.
Before sending his Flat Stanley off to Greenbush, New York, Stephen Reed was very clear about writing down his flat friends' likes and dislikes.
I wrote Flat Stanley dislikes cabbage, homework, school, cleaning, and cooking. And I wrote my Flat Stanley likes playing video games until midnight, hockey, chocolate, ice cream, TV, football, baseball, computer, basketball.
It must have been difficult for the boys and girls who knew that their packages from their flat travelers had returned to like waiting until all could open them together.
Alicia? Joseph?
But when that moment finally arrived and the contents were examined and shared with those around them, it was clear for these third graders and their teachers it was worth the wait.
Do you think this project was worth doing?
Yes.
Why? Can you tell us why?
Because it was a lot of fun to make them and send them and do it with your classmates.
As soon as we finished creating the Flat Stanleys and Stephanies, I mentioned to Mrs. Krapaska, this is something we have to continue because it's a wonderful project.
And Happy Faces can attest to that. For Reel to Reel, this is Sister Catherine Homrok.